Welcome back, guys, to Trails into Reverie, where last episode we finished the Entertainment District Patrol by checking on Arc-en-Ciel, witnessing the sun, moon, and stars, Ilya, Risha, and Sully rehearsing for their next show, pleased to see the fervent dancer in fine fettle. We then headed over to West Street, where after buying and reading the paper, we stopped in at Ian Grimmer's old law office to find Pete moving stuff for the CNS, and now continue talking around, a couple sharing coffee.
Probably best not to enter. What is this now? We don't enter people's houses randomly? What? Myth isn't Lloyd. Doing the rounds before the signing ceremony, huh? Keep up the good work. You know how it is. We were in the neighborhood, so I thought we should drop by and say hi. I can't say enough about how much Yuna helped us when we last saw her. We're really grateful. Yeah, she played a huge part in the mission. She really knows her way around a soldat. I'm happy to hear so much praise for her, but I do still worry about her as her father. I'm so proud of how much she's grown while studying in Erebonia. She really has. I'm proud of her too. So are you not working at Michelin today, Matthew? Actually, I'll be in charge of a little event we're running in the Harbour District later. There's still some time before I need to be on site, so I came home to enjoy a cup of coffee. Oh, that sounds nice. I guess you'll need it for how busy you'll be later as well. Sorry if we interrupted your alone time. On that note, I think we should be going. Have a wonderful day, you two. Thank you. You as well. Stay safe out there. Hey, people have learned to lock their doors, maybe? What, yeah, after the wars and the constant insurrections, etc. Yeah, I think that's a good reason to start learning to lock your doors. Things aren't as safe around here as they used to be. Despite today's events being smaller in scale, there's no doubt the park is going to be packed, so I'm going to take it easy while I still can and be well rested and ready to go when the real work starts. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Yuna's staying in her instructor's hometown for some extracurricular exercises. Ymir, eh? Thinking about her working so hard always inspires me and raises my spirits. Now your daughter's in a hot spring with that guy. What's the point? Your daughter's in a hot spring, probably with Muse. Get her out of there, stat. She might start cleaning her ears or something. Hey, it's the SSS. Hi, everyone. You two look as energetic as ever. Yep, today's the signing ceremony. It's going to be so hype. We're going to celebrate a whole lot and then eat a bunch of tasty food. Then tonight we get to see Arc-en-Ciel. I can't wait to rub it in Yuna's face the next time she comes home. I'm sure she's going to be really jealous. Wonder what that signing ceremony thing is going to be like. I can't wait. I can't wait for the signing ceremony. It's going to be a blast. Maybe I'll bring my Michi plush with me. It's a big deal, so Michi's got to be there. Good old Ken and Nana. They existed in Crossbell all the time. Remember that. You know what I mean? Totally, 100%. Okay, we can't go down to the first floor, where we grew up. That's right, you grew up in these apartments, didn't you? And the News family lived right next door to you and your brother. We'd always head downstairs and say hello if you want. No, that's okay. We have plenty on our plates before the ceremony. I can visit them once things have settled down and I'm off duty. Why not? Boo. I guess we obviously can't leave to the highway, right? Can't go into this apartment. Belgrade Gate and the police academy are this way. I don't think we need to go that far out right now. Nah, didn't think so. I feel like I should do Central Square last, because that's going to be headquarters after all, right? Right, how's your relationship, old man Levick? It's amazing just how drastically Mrs. Novash has changed her tune. She used to be so nasty, but now she's a whole new woman. Actually, I just about enough of her and was on the verge of finally giving her a real piece of my mind. Not to worry, I'll be holding my tongue now. My wife managed to talk me off the ledge before it came to that. Ah yes, I forgot, you were feuding. You'd moved on from doing weird stuff with your wife, which sounds bad when I say it like that. But every time I think about that woman, my blood starts to boil again. Tearing into Mrs. Novash probably wouldn't do any good now. I suppose I'll have to grin and bear until she moves away. It's weird going here when the layout is such a small shift. A small shift. Oh, so you'll be moving out next week. That truly is a shame. We had only just finally bonded over our love for Arc-en-Ciel, but you're already leaving. I know we haven't always been the best of neighbors, let alone friends, but leaving after growing so much closer truly does break my heart. Please give my warmest regards to Levick as well. I should be apologizing for him if anything, but it's all water under the bridge by now. Just promise me that you'll treat us to a night at the Heimdall Opera House when we come to visit. But of course, we'd be more than happy to treat the two of you. Though given everything that's happened, I can't guarantee there'll be VIP seats, so I hope that's alright. Oh, don't be silly. We don't need the best seats in the house to have a lovely time. We used to butt heads with Mrs. Novash all the time when her family first moved into the apartment upstairs. Looking back, those spats are nothing but fond memories now. I'm really going to miss her after she and her family move. I could learn a lot from Olga and her husband. They truly are good, kind people. My daddy isn't the manager of the Times department store anymore. He said things might be a little harder for us when we move back to Erebonia than it has been in Crossbell. And honestly, that doesn't really bother me. I think Mummy and Daddy are nicer than they were when we first moved here. That's more important than things like money. So what if we can't live as fancy as we used to? I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I'm pretty sure you still live to a very good degree of fancy. February 14th, S1207 will be a day celebrated throughout history. The day Ilya made a return, or sudden return, to the stage. It was the first time the Sun, Moon and Star Princesses came together to perform the Dream of a Million Nights. I'd never been so moved in my entire life. It was like a dream come true seeing them reunited perform together. And now on March 15th, Crossbell is going to finally celebrate a rightful, legitimate Independence Day. It feels like watching one of Arkansas's dramas come to life. I feel so blessed to see two historic moments back to back. Nothing makes me happier than knowing Ilya's finally come home to her apartment at long last. Seeing Sully smile when she's with her, it also just warms my heart. My life feels positively perfect at this point. It took you long enough to realize that this was the apartment though, which was amazing. This is Ilya's apartment. She and Sully are back to being roommates now that she's completed her physical therapy. Imagine paying rent and not even getting to sleep in your own bed for over 2 years. Must have felt good for her to come home. I'll bet. I still get a little emotional thinking about how hard she worked to return. And she's right back to rehearsing like a mad woman. I hope she can take some time for herself every now and then. Come on, Wazzy's not that dirty. You don't have to, like, brush him up. Come on. I feel insulted. Alright, so that is West Street, aside from, of course, the two sitting down there. So, as is tradition, another safety sort of brave will be performed. But I'm pretty sure it won't move things forward. Randy and Mirielle on a date? Tell me more.
Huh. What a weird trio you guys make.
Hi, Randy. Hi, Mirielle. Doing well?
I'd say they are. Are we interrupting your date?
Date? That's not what we're doing. I was asking for his input on today's security measures as a valued former member of the Guardian Force.
Come on, be honest. Just say you're happy you get to spend time with me now that I've wrapped up my work in the Empire.
No! Stop making things up!
Phew. Is it just me or is it getting a bit steamy over here? Knock it off, Wazzy. She can't have both of you messing with her. It's like she never left. I'm sure you'd be sorely missed at the branch campus, Randy. Oh, the operation was your way of coming back home, right? Yeah. To be honest, there's a part of me that would have liked to keep on a little longer as an instructor, but that's life. Randy. All that means is you found another place to hold dear. That's a great thing. It wasn't without its struggles, but I gained so much by just being there. Walking in, I never thought it'd become as important to me as it is. Something about seeing just how much kids can grow in a year because of you is, well, it's not to feel like I did right by them. You absolutely did. This almost makes me wish I could have seen you in action. I bet you made an amazing instructor. While he did always have a knack for showing others the ropes of the Guardian Force, he might look like he doesn't care, but he does a stellar job of caring for others and supporting them in all kinds of subtle ways. If he wasn't there for me when I was under that sorry excuse for a commander, I don't know what I... Wait. Haha, too late. Secret's out now, I'm afraid. Oh wow, I didn't know you thought about me that much. That's because I don't. I was providing an objective perspective, that's all. Is it just me, or has she gotten worse at hiding her feelings? It could be because he was away for so long. It's not just her, though. Anyway, let's all keep up the good work on the job today so the signing ceremony will be a success. Do the force proud today, Second Lieutenant. Yes, ma'am. We've still got another event there. Wait a second. So I've always said Mirielle. It's actually just Mireille, which is, to me, that would be like, if I wanted to pronounce that, I'd put it as M-I-R-E-I. Mireille, that would be Mireille for me. So you don't like the LLE are more silent? Mireille.
Time to go.
Oh yeah, almost forgot something in all the hustle and bustle. Rean and Uni wanted me to pass along a couple of messages.
Congratulations on Crossbell's re-independence. Once things have calmed down a bit, I'd love to be able to visit. Can't wait.
I wish I could be there for the signing ceremony, but good luck with security. Next time I'm home, I'll be sure to drop by the SSS HQ with some souvenirs.
That's nice of them. Now we've got something to look forward to. I'm sure there's been no shortage of work to be done for everyone at Fours. That's an understatement. They've been flying out all over the Empire to help get it back on its feet. Uni went back ahead of me once the operation was over. Yuna was something of an SSS hopeful, wasn't she? Yeah, she debated coming back to Crossbell for good after the operation. Ultimately, though, she wants to stay at Fours till she graduates. She's always been the type to see things through, so I'm not surprised. I was worried when she first went to the Empire, but it all worked out in the end. You two were pretty good friends, weren't you? Makes sense when they're so alike. You're both so earnest and sincere that I could never get bored of riling you up. Oh, hush. But yeah, I was the one teaching her how to use her gun breakers when she was at the police academy. We got to talking then, and it turned out we had a lot in common. Love for cute animals, biking, and even the SSS. It makes me happy knowing she's found her own path in life. Same here. Hopefully she and Rean will be able to come by soon. For how hard they work, they'll get done in no time. That means we can't afford to slack on sprucing up Crossbell, though. Gotta make it nice and pretty for him. Yeah, there are a lot of interesting kiddos at the branch campus, not to mention Uni. I'll have to introduce you to them when we get the chance. Yeah, we've got Kurt the Dodge, Ash the Smash. Dodgy Kurt sounds worse, of course. Muse will get me in jail one day. That rhymes. Many Crossbellans only see Erebonians as enemies, invaders from a foreign country. But it's not that black and white. There are stories like Randy's and the others that give a different perspective on the Empire. I wouldn't mind getting to know Randy's students and colleagues. I think we would have a lot of stories to share. Many Crossbellans only see Erebonians as enemies, invaders. I was saying the same thing. Okay, good. Or not. I wouldn't mind getting to know... No, I think... Well, to be honest, I forgot about Kirby's no character growth and was very forgettable. Oof. Yeah, I'm not forgetting Altina, our daughter. The true daughter of the series. The most daughter. Kia exists, but I feel like Altina actually takes it up a notch. I don't know, who... There's a vote for you guys. Who do you need to protect more? Kia or Altina? Bear in mind they're pretty capable of
All the
protecting
banners
themselves.
around town have Crossbell's emblem again.
Yeah, makes it feel like we're back to normal.
Even I'm compelled to shed a tear seeing this.
Good point. Kia mind controls me to protect her anyway. Fair point. It was nice going to Erebonia without needing a passport, but I'll take our independence over that any day. We're Crossbellans, you know, now and forever. There's actually a vote in chat now. I feel like I haven't seen as many Erebonians here this past month. Well, I guess we're not independent yet, so that makes us all Erebonians. Guess? Well, I guess we're doing Central Square then. We miners got the day off on account of the signing ceremony, so I came here from mines with one of our newbies, Luganov. It's Gantz. That kid went over to meet some pals over on East Street. And as for me, it's straight to the casino after I get me a bite to eat. I'm feeling lucky today. Off to the casino again, eh, Gants? Don't worry, it's not that lucky there today. Not too long ago, Hoysdorf hired me on as sous chef. I'm so excited, man. The era of Chef Celtio's arrived, but I gotta make sure I don't go too crazy or demote me. But I can't help it. Yeah. Sous chefs are always pretty real popular with the ladies. Look at me, grinning from ear to ear. I may have left Tita out, yeah, okay. But Tita's got like Orbital mech of power, so I never looked at Tita so much as need to protect. I'm pretty sure Tio could just deal with things herself. The thing is that Altina also has. But weirdly, I think that Tita was more... Tita's cute, but doesn't radiate protect nature. I don't know. This is a weird thing to speak about as like a 37-year-old man. What the hell? I know I tend to be on the harsh side, but not today. My britches are itching with joy. March 15th will certainly go down here as a special, special day indeed. Being able to experience it with my cup in hand is what true happiness looks like. I get there'll be struggles going forward, but I want to quietly celebrate the good today's bringing while it's here. Who knew joy could add such a tasty little kick to my coffee? Yeah, that's also a point. Tita does have Agate to protect her, and you don't want to get in the middle of that. Agate smash. I've heard this particular dish was devised by two youngsters who'll be taking over one day. I was quite pleased with how delicious it was. And I'm not saying Agate has to do it, by the way. Agate has to do it because otherwise Agate has to answer to Tita's mum. And that's a fate worse than death. So Agate has to do it. He's forced. I've heard this particular dish was devised by you. I've talked to you already. That's fine. I was just confused by the remembering that Agate's always got a gun held to the back of his head. My word, this is using ingredients even I'm not all too familiar with. What a revolutionary dish this is. Right then. More people to talk to here. Hey, it's the Hayworths. Of course I should have recognized your hairs. Mine, if isn't Nolan, was he? We're going out to eat a whole bunch because today's a super happy day. Papa gets to do his work again. Really? That's great news. Yeah, so it was a bit embarrassing to make such a big deal out of it. Starting my business again has been a challenge, but it all came together thanks to the renewed international interest in Crossbell. Don't be so modest. Today's a day to celebrate. But more importantly, we must thank Adios that you came home to us safely. Yes, I suppose you're right. Hey, I have a question. You guys are friends with Rean, right? We got to have lunch with her the other day. She told us all about her family. It was so much fun. You don't say. I'll bet it was. She said next time we can all have lunch with her family. I can't wait. That's strange. I know Estelle and Joshua are in town for work, but I haven't seen Rean around. Estelle and Joshua here? Hope we can catch you over soon. There's more people than we expect here. Actually, I had the opportunity to speak with that young lady just before the war. Thinking back, I believe it was what she told me that day that helped me make it through in one piece. She's rather mysterious and always supportive of me and my family. It feels as though she's been somewhat of our guardian angel. We have chronicled these times. We've had a share of hardships over the years, but I couldn't be happy to share a day like this with my family. Isn't today the greatest? Everyone's so happy. I just wish Rean was here too. They know they've got a connection. They absolutely feel it. I'm very glad my proteges are working toward their own goals. Every now and then, Celtio leaves me a little concerned, but he seems to recognize his faults, so I don't have problem watching him try to work through them. Oh, what's he say next? Just why are they so eager to use weird ingredients for their recipes? It concerns me, to put it mildly. I bet it does. We're locked out of the kitchen now. Kia is winning the vote. It does make sense for people to vote Kia on the basis that Kia does not have any kind of actual combat skills herself. Rufus' sentence is way too messed up. His sentence should be lighter. What's that thing where you get people to sign a whole thing because you want a different thing to happen? A petition? You think people would go for it? I totally would, duh, but I don't know what about other people. I mean, I'm happy about Crossbell's independence, yeah. I'm super down to have Rufus stay here, though. At least he'll never stop being hot. Just picturing Manarios next to each other is enough to fry my brain. Next to each other in what style? Only Crossbell knows all it's those two, though. Those two are always on that. On that older men trail. I'm originally from Erebonia, but I'll be sticking around here for work. Crossbell going independent means I'll have to get a work visa. That's going to be a pain. And the price hikes on all the Imperial products kind of sting too. The Empire essentially lost its position of power with the war. It's a defeated, downtrodden shell of what it once was. I mean, just think about it. If any girl's looking for a good real estate on that regards, or guy, it really is Lloyd. Because we saw what Guy Banning's became in pictures. And Lloyd's starting to, like, tall, bulk. He's getting there. The Empire essentially lost its position of power with the war. It's a defeated, downtrodden shell of what it once was. Indeed. When it comes to food stuff, Legion's king of the region. Imperial imports are on the expensive side right now, but on the flip side, Republican produce is officially cheaper than ever. That means now's the perfect time to try out some new dishes and ingredients. The problem is too many hats in that ring. Yeah, that's some competition there. By the way, my daughter's a juice vendor over in the administrative district. She's selling a very unique juice made from our very own prized ingredients, so if you see her, give it a shot. Here's another Pecky. Babu! Oh, she may have Scott's eyes, but she's definitely got your smile, Bert. Scott and Phil had a baby? Right, I knew you'd be able to tell. Her personality is more like mine too. A wild little thing, you know. She's got that much energy as a baby. Maybe she can take on a bracer life like her dad. Oh, yeah, I can see it already. Pardon me, did you have a question for reception? I may not be here now, but I still know this place front and back. How can I help you? Pearl here is a wonderful young lady who worked under me as a receptionist. I'm so happy I got to see her and her newborn. Life keeps going on, doesn't it? The life of extra characters. Creates new extra characters. With Crossbell's independence on the horizon, Imperial businesses like Kleist & Co. have relinquished most of their stock in the store. That means the ownership of this store is being reverted to its previous owner, Crossbell & Company. We're in the middle of transitioning everything over, and I'll be leaving the city by next week. Makes me feel a little lonely. By the way, the receptionist Pateri is also an Imperial. Right now she's back home, but she plans on getting a work visa and moving back to Crossbell. A gutsy one, she is, that girl. Yay, more Pateri. Pateri and Maki are sitting here. Good to see you. I'm Neston. I've been brought back here to serve as a manager of this fine establishment. Though it's been downsized, one of our Imperial investors is still considered a major shareholder. Going forward, I hope to study their business practices while maintaining a friendly relationship with them. It's raining, Neston. Where's my freebies? I'm lying, but still. Here's Southwarks. God, you had problems, didn't you? I'm actually from Calvert, so the thought of becoming an Erebonian citizen had me on edge, but I'm good being Crossbell. Janetta and I got married after the war, and things have finally started to settle down around here. Once Crossbell achieves its independence again, I plan on putting in the paperwork to become a proper citizen. Then we'll buy ourselves a new home, and well, look at me, just brimming with hope. Ooh, Mishy Tail, 10,000, strength plus 100. Of course, it's weird to see that high stats, but it's actually a smaller percentage. Moonless Morn. The first chapter of a classic adventure published in Crossbell. Officially it is called Marksman of the Moonless Morn, but is known as Moonless Morn among many circles. This is our book, maybe. There's 2 chapters. And of course, we all know that the books are super important, and you must read them, because elements of them appear later. Always seem to appear there. Actually, there's a couple that haven't, right? Yet. That's the thing, isn't it? There's a couple that haven't yet. How many chapters are we looking at? Oh, I forgot about the inflation of pages. There's 31 pages of bedtime story. 31 pages. I'm so relieved that my husband came back from the war okay. I never want to go through something like that again. Peace is always best. I never want to go yet, but you just want to get back to shopping, that's what it is. My god, this kid... Is this kid literally just grown up sitting here? Man, I've never been so proud of being a Crossbell. It means I get to have a blast shopping here. Wait, no, you're not the kid? Okay, you're not the kid? You're just a citizen. Phew, I thought, my god, he's aged in this seat. Pearl's baby's just too cute for words. Can't wait to start popping out a few of our own. Oh, but not right away. We only just got married. We still need our honeymoon, so I want to enjoy us first. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just so happy. I want to share it with the world. It's fine, really. Might be that blissful stage of being newly married. You could just feel the happiness radiating off of her. Sorry about going on and on. I just couldn't help but blabber away. If you need anything at all, just let me know. I'd be happy to be of assistance. It's always said on the internet, here, there, and everywhere, that it's kind of weird how it's socially acceptable to tell people that I can't wait to start popping out baby, we're trying for a baby, when normally if you walked up to someone and said, we're smashing, it's not acceptable. I was finally able to start restocking Calvardian brand starting last month. We've already gotten rave reviews. At the end of the day, fashion knows no border. The good stuff's good and the bad stuff's bad, you know? Go on ahead and browse our original products as well as our selects from all across the continent. Right, you sell the good stuff, right? No, well, you sell better stuff than what we've got, but I was saying the good stuff more on the longs of, like, evasion gear. Need some evasion in my life. Even the church is supporting Crossbell's independence. Each and every citizen has dreamed of this day for as long as I can recall, and now it's coming true in the best of ways. It's been many years since I came here from the Empire, and I've seen it all at this point. I wish I could say to everyone who fought to make this real how proud I am of them. Don't get me wrong, the real struggle starts now, but we should still be very proud of the CPD and CGF's efforts. I know now that no matter what difficulties we encounter, we can overcome. Miss Schneider. Okay. Script character only, item drop rate up. It's a music box. Don't know how to pronounce that word, mind you. Today's the day we achieve real independence. It's a dream come true, really. I bet my bottom mirror that my late husband is smiling with the goddess of the news. I'm having a real question about how long this first patrol is going to take. Straga's officially opened its doors again now that everything has settled down. We've got the latest spring lines and Crossbell exclusives and a ton of other nice goods to stock. Feel free to take a look around, and if something catches your fancy, also feel free to spend that mirror. Try our winged Stragas. Thanks to the spring in their souls, and the Straga tough instead, which is way better. I'm sure 525 defense offsets the movement 5 and speed 5, to be fair, but you never know. Not allowed on the roof. They've locked that off. Okay, so we've obtained 2 books from here. That's nice. Genten! RGB store! Oh, you're an event too? My god, how many events are there? Oh, there you are. The signing ceremony's just around the corner. You three must have a spring in your step as you patrol the city today, huh? I guess you could say that. You sound like you're in high spirits yourself, Wendy. Looks like you have a lot of customers coming today. That's great. That's because we're putting on a big sale to celebrate the occasion. Plus, this is the time of year when everyone is looking for a fresh start. Suffice to say, our sales today are through the roof. Not that money is everything, of course. It's nice just to see so many happy, smiling customers too. That's great. Sounds like business is really booming. I take it that means nothing strange or unusual has happened around here? Not that I'm aware of. Everything has been same old, same old. Guess that means you guys can't exactly take it easy and let your guards down just because the rest of us are celebrating. I get it. In that case, why not give your ordnance a tune-up while you're here? Not like you'll have time later, right? You've got a good point. May as well over here. That's the spirit. Now let's see how I can help you today. You can now synthesize new cores as well as strengthen your existing cores and weapons at the workshop. At factories, we can use separately to synthesize quartz. We can use new materials to customize our weaponry. And quartz. Oh, and while I have you all here, there's something I should tell you about the Arcus 2. The Rhineford group recently put out a new version. Really? Anything special about it? A lot from what I can tell. You guys should try upgrading your slots for now. You'll be able to equip stronger quartz than you've used before once you get a slot up to level 3. Give me a sec, I know I've got some test samples lying around here somewhere. Here they are. Use the sepper to upgrade a slot and insert that quartz. It's on the house. Analyze UR and all elements sepip 150. You really do spoil us, you know that? Thanks, Wendy. We'll give it a whirl. You can now upgrade slots of the workshop. Upgrading slots. The higher the max EP increase, the more slots done. Don't mention it. That's what friends are for. Anyway, I'll let you all get back to it. Today's busy for us both, so here's to a smooth Independence Day, am I right? If you need me to tinker with your orbits again, you know where to find me. Repairs, upgrades, you name it, I'll handle it. Well, we'll let you know if we need anything. Thanks again, Wendy. What he said, but I'd be fine with not having to touch my orbit much today. Additionally, you can select Exchange to trade the Sepith masses you obtain through the out to the game for Mirror. You can trade Elemental Sepith in at the workshop, but it can also be used to create quartz and open slots, so do so wisely. Sepith masses are only good for trading for Mirror, so make sure to do so whenever you're short on Mirror. But do I get an exchange rate? Bet you're going to be really busy until the starting ceremony is over, huh, Lloyd? Well, if your orbit needs a tinkering, you know where to find me. I'm your gal. Right, in terms of strengthening weapons, we can indeed upgrade our Crime Buster. We have 50 U materials from what we've been doing thus far. You can upgrade everyone's weapon. It's only 1 U material. It does not cost any money. There is no negative to this. Everyone gets a weapon. As for upgrading U material side, you need multiple of a thing to do it. We've got Adamantine Shield. You are, by the way. Cool. Area M, physical immunity. And mostly that's the stats that come with it than anything else. This is what we have here. Sepith mass sells for 10. And apart from that, slots first. Other questions afterwards. It's 300 water because that's a single solitary water slot. 150 for Ellie. Of course, we do those 2 casters first of all. Come on, Lloyd. You can have one too. You should probably have one as well. And then we'd be looking at doing the other ones. Gonna be out at this rate. Well, get some slots done. Hi, welcome to Genten. Today we're having a blowout sale to celebrate the signing ceremony. Now's your chance to get anything you've had your eye on at rock bottom prices. Sales like this don't come around every day. You're not going to want to miss out. Didn't even equip you are. I'm telling you, today's sale is unlike any others we've ever put on, and I can say that for sure. I've been working here for years. In fact, once we close today, all of us on staff are going to use our employee discounts to buy loads of stuff. I can't wait. Granted, I hope we don't run out of stock before then, but don't let that worry you. The customer comes first, so buy whatever you need. There's a Mi Schneider watch too. Its voice plays at certain times. It's only 500. I don't even know at this rate. We're just buying stuff. I probably should buy everything. There's Pecky or Mishi at the moment. This place really lives up to the hype. They have products from all the big international manufacturers. Erebonia, Cow, and LeBeau. They even have stuff from Reverie and Le Mans. I'm in all heaven. Hoovers. Back stocks of guns. I don't know what they are. I'm so happy that the embargo on Vern Company products has been lifted and I can find them much more easily again. The customers can never have too many choices after all. Competition is good for all of us. Plus, it makes shopping more fun when you have that many more brands to check out. Looks like this is part of the big sale here, celebrating today's signing ceremony. They got a full selection of spring models too. This rate I'm going to be celebrating independence with my wallet. I've never even figured out what this is. Is it an orbit charging machine? There's orbits on this side and there's something on this side. I don't even know. I'm assuming they come as a pair. Thankfully, all of my workers in the back of the store who were drafted during the war made it back in one piece. Not only that, but we're finally able to sell company products under their proper name again, too. No more off-brand labels. Of course, I know I shouldn't get too excited. The war may have been short, but people did lose their lives. But just as always, that hasn't stopped us from overcoming adversity so that we could one day regain our independence with dignity. Which is why today is worth celebrating. I want to show our appreciation to our customers with this big sale, even if it puts us in the red. Today's well worth celebrating. I don't care if it puts them in the red. I'm pretty sure you do. I did receive a meager salary from the Imperial Army after I was drafted last year. It wasn't much, but it made for some decent pocket change for a student like me. Too bad I didn't even have enough left over to afford that orbital camera on sale. Bummer. I guess I'll have to pick up a part-time job again, so I'll have enough to buy it. If I'm being honest, it was a real relief that the war ended just as soon as it started. I got to avoid seeing any real action. I never could imagine myself firing a gun at other people. That's not the kind of life I want to live. Well, supposedly the rates of people who actually do shoot at other people are pretty low. Wow, they're selling a limited edition color to commemorate the signing ceremony. I've got to get one. I don't want to miss out. Color what? What are they? Cans? Graffiti cans? I just wish you could actually... They're Stasmazes. Ah, it's a Stasmaz. Okay. This is a Maeve. This isn't... Orbital Senna. Yeah, that. This is the Brazan. I'm guessing they're the brand names, of course.